Happy Movie Monday, junkies. It's your boy, Brax, here as always with Austin.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Movie Monday, and I'm excited for this one.
Austin's back.
I'm back.
That's our crowd. That's our crowd going nuts for you. And last but definitely not least, Brandon. How are you, sir?
Good. What up, moviegoers? How y'all doing?
I hope you guys are having a good start to your week so far. Thank you for starting with us. We appreciate it. I hope you guys had a good holiday weekend, at least for us here in Utah. It was Pioneer Day on Sunday, which is the day that we're recording. So maybe you get Monday off, maybe you don't. I get Monday off, which is kind of nice.
I have to work.
Yeah, these two guys got to go to work.
I don't.
But hey, I hope you guys had a good weekend of video games and fun and going to see movies and all that shit that entertainment junkies do. But before we get started with this beautiful pod and start off with your Monday, Austin, what have you been watching, Big Daddy? What's up?
Hi guys. So I missed the Thor episode, but that doesn't mean I didn't see it.
Exactly, and I want to hear about it.
I saw it definitely a week after you guys saw it. I listened to the pod, and you guys sat there and said that you guys felt like I would give it a thumbs up.
Oh no!
It's all right. Because guess what? I got something for you here in a little bit. Once we talk about fucking Nope.
I still give it a thumbs up.
Hey.
But I will say, it's not as good as Ragnarok, and I just don't think it has the same charm as Ragnarok.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I didn't like it. For some reason, it actually, watching this, made me lower my score just a little bit for Doctor Strange. I find this one more enjoyable than Doctor Strange after seeing it. I love Thor. I love this version of Thor. I still think the first two Thor movies, they're not bad, but they're not great either. So, a lot of the jokes in Thor also didn't really land for me. Besides, one of my favorite bits of that was just him trying to win back his old hammer.
Mjolnir.
Yeah, thank you. And just how Stormbreaker just is so fucking jealous about it and just will creep through and whatnot. That was funny.
I love how they made those two like living beings. Like,
yes.
It was funny.
What else today? I have a whole review here, but I'm just kind of skimming through it. Christian Bale, hands down, one of the best MCU villains we have gotten. His performance is terrifying, but you understand why he's doing what he is doing. And I do think his arc at the end is pretty satisfying. And to highlight what you guys said, this movie also has one of the best fight scenes that takes place in the Shadow Realm. And the colors that just feed off that is just so just what you want in a summer action Marvel movie.
You felt like you were actually watching like a comic book unravel.
Yes.
It was great.
And Natalie Portman as the Mighty Thor. She is so cool, and I love her interactions with Thor. There's a lot of heartfelt and emotional beats, but I do think they would work just a little bit better if there wasn't just some type of comedy every 5 minutes, which is Taiki Waititi. That's how I pronounce his name. I'm probably butchered it, but he's very known for his comedies. I like all his films. But Thor, Love and Thunder, I still recommend it. I just don't think it has the same charm as Ragnarok. And so far, I've had to rate Phase 4. Of course, No Way Home would be number 1. Then I would put No. So yeah, what has been out for Phase 4? Because my mind's coming to a blank. It's Spider-Man.
Shang-Chi. Can't forget Shang-Chi.
Yeah. Okay, so then here's my ranking for that. Is Spider-Man No Way Home, Shang-Chi's number 2, then number 3 is Love and Thunder, number 4 is Doctor Strange, and I will put Eternals last. Not meaning it's bad, but like Braxton said last week, it's just different. So, but different is good. It was kind of just boring.
I'm really excited to see what they do with the Eternals. I feel like there's something there, and I feel like they can really capitalize on it and really bring them in.
But that's
and not make him, because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, that was just a filler movie." I'm like, well, yeah, but at the same time, I feel like they could. I don't know. You don't know what Marvel's doing. That's what's so great about them. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good. You know, I was kind of falling into the lines of how everyone else was saying that Marvel doesn't know what they're doing with this certain saga now.
I've seen a lot of people fucking say that.
But I'm back. I'm not going into that anymore because the more I think about it, it's the same as when Phase 1 came out, right?
Exactly.
We didn't know what they were going for until at least Phase 2, right? So I think once we'll get into that, but after Phase 4, I think Phase 5 will tell us a lot more of what we're aiming for, technically.
Yeah.
So, but that's my Thor review there. Braxton.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, I would like to talk about that when we get into our Comic-Con news and what Marvel is bringing to the table for Phases 5 and 6. But did you had one more?
I had
review.
One more. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Now we'll get to good old Brandon being so patient. I love it.
Sorry, this won't be quick. I did watch Ambulance.
Still need to watch
last Wednesday with Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't know what the other dude's name is. It's that's a pretty long name. Let me look it up.
Keep going. I'll look it
up. Directed by Michael Bay. And let me tell you, it's entertaining at best.
Of course. It's Michael Bay. The story may never be there, but you'll be guaranteed entertainment out of a Michael Bay film.
up. Are you talking about Yawa Abdul Mateen II?
Yes. Him. He's good in there as well. Jake Gyllenhaal, surprisingly, I do like almost every movie he's in. This one is not his best. I'm going to be honest. I think he plays way over the top. I know, Brandon. I know. It shocked me too. It's just, I don't think it's him, but I do think it's just how Michael Bay films, because you're going to get those classic Michael Bay shots with the up close and personal camera shots of just right in your face, right? Mm-hmm. Of like main characters too. And the writing is not going to be the best. But you can always guarantee Michael Bay delivering on one thing, and it's the explosions. The Bayham is what we call them.
The old Bayham. I love it.
So, real quick, I just want to ask, so this is like the first movie he's come out with since 2019, Six Underground, for Michael Bay.
Six Underground. Real quick.
I still
fucking
need to see
hurt my
that
head
too.
Is it good?
No.
Oh, okay. So
it just hurt my head.
I was just gonna ask real quick, or I guess lead into your review. I want to know that kind of 3-year break. Is it the same Michael Bay, or does he kind of mix it up a bit and make something different than what Michael Bay is known for? But that's basically my question for your review. So keep going.
It's the same old Michael Bay. But what I do like about this film is that Michael Bay has now discovered drones. And there are some pretty impressive drone shots in this movie. But the action and the tense is great. I love the fact that half of this thing takes place in an ambulance. Go ahead, Brex.
The way that you said Michael Bay has discovered drones.
Oh, yeah, and he uses them 100%.
It kind of reminds me of like oh yeah, then that neighbor kid found out about M80s, or you know what I mean? Like that's that's how it felt when you said that. I'm sorry, I thought that was funny.
I was gonna say that I remember scrolling through TikTok when this movie first was coming out, or when they were advertising it, and that was that drone shot that they were showing was what I saw, and I was like, damn, that's some pretty fucking cool drone work.
Yeah, no, so yeah, he discovered those, and I think it makes the film is enjoyable. It's it's your classic Michael Bay film with some bad written characters and bad dialogue and some camera shots that Michael Bay is known for that just really I don't like the way Michael Bay shoots his film sometimes. There's a lot of lens flariness, and there's also just, like I said, very up close and personal, like character face shots when they're talking, and it's a lot. But this is definitely a big improvement since his last Transformers film. So I do recommend Ambulance as well. It's just fun. It's one of those films like you can still critique the hell out of it, but you also have fun with it. So yeah, that's all I've really been watching this week.
Fucking Michael Bay, dude.
Michael Bay, Bayham. Brandon, big dog, what you been watching?
So I will just say the one movie I obviously saw Nope. My wife and I did watch The Bad Guys. I don't know if
how
either
was
of you have
that?
seen that.
Sorry, just real quick. That's another one. I watched that with my daughter the same night I watched Ambulance. It was funny. I liked it.
Because I think it's on Peacock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we saw it and we're like, fuck it, let's just watch this. Because I don't really remember it being advertised all that much on my end, so it kind of just flew under my radar. I did see trailers for it and stuff, and I was like, yeah, it looks cool. I was actually thoroughly surprised about how good that movie was. Like, it's DreamWorks, so I actually really enjoy DreamWorks stuff. Because I don't know. I think they take a different direction when it comes to comedy and stuff than Disney does. So
a lot of adult humor.
Yeah. But also like it still has that kid, you know, you can still watch it with your children and stuff. Pretty simple movie, nothing too crazy. I love the cast. Mr. Wolf was amazing. Who is played by Sam Rockwell, which is fantastic.
Love
and then
Sam Rockwell.
And then you've got Mr. Shark, which is Craig Robinson, which awesome.
Love Craig.
Oh, we all know. Fucking The Office, who plays Daryl.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Pineapple fucking Express. Shut the
Pineapple
fuck
Express.
And then Aquafina as Miss Tarantula. Dude. Just a great overall cast. I would definitely recommend watching it if you have Peacock. It's definitely a good movie. Been watching Supernatural.
Okay.
Almost done with season 2. Dude, that shit is addicting. That's a good show. It's a really good show. I'm enjoying it. I really love Dean and Sam's dynamic between each other. Yeah, and their chemistry. And then The Office, Batman.
There we go.
The animated series, and hey,
a new one.
We also just started Spider-Man, the animated series.
Hell yeah, let's go.
I've been watching a little bit of that on Disney Plus too, and it's
those are kind of the fucking shows we'll kind of put on towards the end of the night and just kind of sit back and relax. And dude, those fucking shows they're just great. They're fucking great.
Just the nostalgia you get when you watch those.
And just being able to learn more about these two superheroes. I mean, it's going to be great to watch the Spider-Man animated series. And just I don't know, get to know more of the villains and see more of them and get to know Peter Parker as a person outside of the movies and outside of Hollywood. So, yeah, that's it. That's all we've been watching.
Hell yeah.
Braxton, what about you?
Honestly, I just been watching like some older films that I've always wanted to get around to watching. I've been spending a little time on HBO Max. I watched Harley Davidson, The Marlboro Man. If no one has seen that, Mickey Rourke and I forget the other gentleman's name who plays the Marlboro Man, but just two best friends. They're bikers. One's obviously just a hardcore biker, which Mickey Rourke, he plays Harley Davidson, and then the other gentleman, I forget his name, but he plays Marlboro Man, so he's a cowboy, and their friends bars under, the bank wants to buy it, but you find out the bank's running drugs and this, that. Just one of those classic 90s action films that, again, you can just kind of turn your brain off, and then your brain will kind of be like, oh, that never happened, but they got to remind yourself it's just a movie.
Yeah.
That was a fun movie to watch. And I watched Double Team on Netflix with Jean-Claude Van Damme and fucking Dennis Rodman. Fucking that movie was terrible, but it was just funny. Like, because Dennis Rodman's one of the greatest fucking basketball players to ever live. Won 3 championships with the Bulls. Just defense. Fucking animal. And just to hear, like, his stupid he plays an arms dealer and he makes stupid basketball jokes just because, it's a basketball player in an action film. And then obviously Jean-Claude with his amazing abilities as an action star. Again, not the greatest story, but it was just fun to watch.
Just to turn on and just fucking sit back and be like, whatever.
Again, another one of those movies you just kind of turn your brain off and it's just like, oh god, this is so fucking cheesy, but god damn it, this is fun to watch. Then besides that, nothing really. But I would, if any of you gentlemen, I saw Nope today, which we are going to talk about later on. But if you gentlemen have nothing else to add, I would love to jump in to this weekend Comic-Con
San Diego
news.
Comic-Con, yeah.
Marvel came to fucking bat. Marvel came to fucking bat.
They came out on stage and they said, hey, fuckers.
I know you guys been talking shit, so look at this fucking shit behind us, and then shut the fuck up, is what they basically said.
He
Pretty
said,
much.
hey, hold my fucking nuts real quick.
Damn, well, Braxton, I mean, you all watched it, right?
Yes.
Or at least watched a recap?
Yeah, I watched the recap. I have the list here of what they announced.
Yeah, man, go for it.
A lot of them have dates. Some of them are just like, will tell us what part of the year they're going to be in. But obviously, we got the I Am Groot series that should be
coming out here soon.
Dropping August 10th. So be looking out for that. It'll be, I believe, 4 shorts with actual CGI, and Vin Diesel will be back as Groot, obviously. Which I'm very excited.
I am Groot.
I am Groot. And then, speaking of an animated Spider-Man series, we'll be getting Spider-Man Freshman Year, which will be streaming in 2024, so next year.
I heard.
Very excited about that.
Wait, what? 2024?
Yeah.
It's 2022 right now. So
That's what they
2
said. They
years.
said. Oh, sorry. Did I say next year?
Yeah, you
My
did.
bad.
Please
I'm
don't
fucking
skip
confused.
a year. I don't want to skip a year.
I don't want to skip a year. I'm sorry. I'm just so fucking excited.
Also, it's reported that Tom Holland might not reprise his role as Spider-Man. Tom Parker. Peter Parker. Not Tom Parker.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Austin's thinking of Tom Hardy.
Which would be
Dude.
really sad, but
Where did you see
Charlie-
that, Austin?
but Charlie Cox will reprise his role as Daredevil in that series. There will be an animated Daredevil in that series, which is that suit looks nice.
Dude, fuck yeah.
And then we are green-lighted for a What If Season 2, which will be streaming early 2023.
Okay.
And then they announced, we got our first look at X-Men 97, which will be an extenuation, a sequel to the original X-Men series, which will be streaming fall of 2023. And then, obviously, I know I'm kind of backtracking, but just to throw that out there, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, will be streaming August 17th on Disney+. All these will be on Disney+ or in the theaters. Just letting everyone know. That will be a series. And then, this is really going to start off... Actually, let me hurry and tell you what is going to end Phase 4. Wakanda Forever, which will be dropping November 11th of this year, will end Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
So that we got a trailer for that finally. What did
And
you guys
that
think
trailer, so it does look like in the trailer, because of the passing of our Black Panther, our king, Chadwick Boseman, late and great, R.I.P. It does look like they will be killing off T'Challa.
Yes.
Sadly. But it will be introducing Namor the Submariner, which, honestly, I know I kind of talk shit a little bit, but he looks great. I like what they're actually... I know I talk shit about them with the whole Aztec thing. It looks like it's going to work. Great.
Yeah,
It's going to be fun.
It looks good.
And to start us off in Phase 5 will be Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Let's go.
Very excited for that.
And we also
for
got
another Ant-Man.
With Ant-Man, we also got our first look at a poster, it seems like, with Kang in the background.
Also, with Scott's daughter in a Ant-Man suit.
Oh, is that who that is?
Mm-hmm. I like the purple Ant-Man suit.
Fuck yeah.
He was like, fuck y'all for calling Phase 4 mid. Now I'm bringing out the fucking big guns, bitch. And then streaming on Disney Plus spring of 2023 will be Secret Invasion, which is an amazing comic book run. Have to do with the Skrulls. Will reprise his role as Nick Fury. Very excited.
A bearded Nick Fury.
A bearded Nick Fury without
Fury.
an eye patch.
I said Flurry.
Flurry,
Yeah,
McFlurry. Also, Phase 5, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which will be in theaters May 5th, 2023.
So, with that, I heard that they had a trailer at Comic-Con. Only exclusive to Comic-Con. And I heard it was very sad. Also, I heard that the cast and crew were crying on stage. And I heard that this really does feel like the last Guardians movie. Which I think they are aiming for.
Well, that makes me sad because I don't see why there's been so many teams of the Guardians that I don't see why we can't keep... I can't see why we can't keep the Guardians going with what they're doing with the Avengers.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to see
So-
what their plan is, but as of right
Yeah.
now, this does sound like the end. And also, a clip got leaked from someone, of course, recorded, and I sent it to both of you. But we're also going to get a little bit of a backstory to Rocket Raccoon as a baby when he was getting experimented on, which
Ooh,
also sounds
that'll
very
be
sad.
fucking sad as shit.
If you guys haven't, look at the clip I sent you later after the pod, and you'll see what I mean.
For sure.
And then to continue on with Phase 5, we will have Echo streaming on
Okay.
Disney Plus summer of 2023. And if you don't know who Echo is, it is the deaf assassin in Hawkeye,
Yeah.
which she plays a big part. And rumor has it that Daredevil and Kingpin will be in that series. And Loki season 2 is filming, will be streaming on Disney Plus summer 2023.
Let's go.
We're going to get a sequel to Captain Marvel, but as The Marvels, will be in theaters July 23rd, 2023,
28.
which will... What?
It's the 28th, but that's fine. Yeah.
Sorry, 28th. That dyslexia is a bitch. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. And the Marvels will have Captain Marvel and Ms. Marvel and... Good hell, what's her name? She was in WandaVision.
Fuck,
Yes.
I forgot.
Yeah, Monica Rambeau. There we go. Sorry. And then... This is one that I've been waiting for a long time. They have to do this character rated R, or I'll be very upset. But we will be getting Blade November 3rd, 2023.
Let's go.
Streaming on Disney Plus fall 2023 will be Ironheart, which she will be making her MCU debut in Wakanda Forever.
Oh, really?
Yes. And then here's one that I feel like no one really fucking asked for. But it's the Agatha series, which will be streaming on Disney Plus winter of 2023. Marvel, like, I'll watch it, but I'm not...
Who fucking
I'm not
cares
super-
about Agatha?
Uh,
Unless
No-
they like have a plan for her. I don't know.
knowing Marvel, guess what? We're going to be eating our words when we watch it. It's going to try to be really good. Get in to the heavy hitters of the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Captain America: New World Order will be in theaters May 3rd, 2024. And Sam Wilson will be Captain America.
Let's go. I like that.
I'm so excited. That will be the 4th installment in the Captain America movie franchise. Now, here's one that hits really near and dear to my heart. Charlie Cox will reprise his role as Daredevil in Daredevil Born Again. 18-episode series on Disney Plus, which will be in spring of 2024. But that won't be the first time we see him. He's supposedly set, well, obviously, we saw him in No Way Home. We're going to see him in She-Hulk Attorney at Law. And he will be wearing his iconic original yellow and red suit. Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe will be Thunderbolts, coming July 26, 2024.
Thunderbolts is like Marvel's Suicide Squad.
Correct, and I am
Okay.
so
Thank
excited.
you. Because I was going to ask you,
Yes.
because I'd never heard of the Thunderbolts before.
The Thunderbolts are the shit. And from what I can guess the team's going to be made up of is hopefully they reprise someone as Red Hulk. as General Ross, because I'd love to see a Red Hulk. Hopefully Abomination, U.S. Agent, which was what's his name? The Captain America that none of us liked in the Captain America and Winter Soldier series.
John
He
Walker,
will be a part.
was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Ghost from the second Ant-Man. So Ant-Man and Wasp.
Oh, okay.
What was that for? She was a cool character.
I only saw Ant-Man and the Wasp once, so I gotta revisit it.
Yeah.
But I remember not liking her, and I don't know why.
And hopefully Deadpool and Punisher will be in the Thunderbolts as well. That's what I'm guessing.
Punisher? Bring
Fucking
back
better be.
my Punisher.
Bring
So-
him back.
That fucking wraps up Phase 5, and they called this out as the Multiverse Saga. They officially named it
Yes.
the
and I
Multiverse
love
Saga.
it. Also, they gave us what will begin Phase 6 and what will end Phase 6. What will begin Phase 6 is another franchise that is very near and dear to my heart. 8th, 2024, The Fantastic Four. Marvel's first family.
Let's fucking do it right this time.
Fucking go. And then they didn't give us anything in between in Phase 6, but these are the two films that will end Phase 6. Coming to theaters May 2nd, 2025, Avengers, The Kang Dynasty. Oof. And then the big daddy hitter of them all. You thought Endgame was packing heat? Coming to theaters November 7th, 2025. Avengers, Secret War.
I don't know anything about Secret Wars, but I heard it's a very great point in the comics.
It's an amazing comic
Event,
where...
right?
Oh, it was a huge event back in... I believe it was in the 80s. That's where Spider-Man actually got the Venom symbiote. That's where Spider-Man got the black suit. Also, Doctor Doom has a lot to do with it. The X-Men and the Avengers and the Fantastic Four will all be in it. In the comics. So I'm guessing that's what they're going to do with the movie.
Dude.
And it's going to be, you know what? As much as this breaks my heart, I think Marvel should kind of just send her off there. Because I don't know how you're going to outdo Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
At least for a while.
Bro.
Is a fucker.
That is going to be like our Thanos for this phase, essentially. Or
I don't think he's gonna be. I think Kang is gonna be our Loki, and I think Doctor Doom will be our Thanos.
You
for
think
this
so?
phase.
That's what I've heard. Or is Doctor Doom, or who's the other one?
Kang or Doctor Doom are the two big heavy hitters for the villains in this series. And also for Secret Wars, they could throw the Thunderbolts in there as well.
Mm-hmm. We're in a new era.
I don't know, man. They fucking hit us with a shit ton of fucking bricks. They're like, here's a bunch of shit. Be fucking... You're not going to be prepared, pretty much.
And then DC was like, oh yeah, here's the trailer to the new Shazam.
Which
Hopefully you
actually
guys...
looks fucking good.
Yes.
Shazam
yes,
looks really good. I'm
Yes,
more
Shazam
excited for
looks good.
Zam than Black Adam.
Okay, so in that Shazam trailer, real quick, he was talking about how there were other superheroes, and they showed Flash, Aquaman, and Batman. Is that fucking Ben Affleck's Batman that they
Yes.
showed
Yep.
in that trailer?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Which I still don't know
See,
what
I don't
DC's
know.
doing.
I don't know, dude.
Because they
DC
do
needs
say
to-
that...
Hey,
I don't know.
by the way,
So sorry, just real quick. It doesn't seem like they're even gonna be in it. Like they just mention it. But I don't get it. Like, okay, yeah, Ben Affleck was a fucking great Batman, but he's obviously not Batman anymore. So why wouldn't you've shown like the Batman we have now? Like what this weird fucking thing that they're doing where it's like we've got
But we don't. Ben Affleck is still the Batman there because Robert Pattinson is in a separate whole universe. It's not connected at all.
what are they
That's what I
doing?
I don't know what they're doing. I just will say, hey, DC, and that speaks for all of us right here. Stop treating our man, Henry Cavill, wrong. Bring him back as Superman. What the fuck?
Give us a fucking Superman trilogy with Cavill, you sons of bitches.
Come on, man. I saw the report. I think Braxton, you sent it to us about him. There's rumors that he was going to make a return at Comic-Con. And I just was like, no.
Well, of course they brought in fucking Dwayne Johnson was like, Hall H.
Stage.
He's in his full Black Adam. The DC universe will never be the same. You have been warned.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, it's cool. I love how much he's invested in the character. But, like, you're a part of a universe that isn't even officially established.
Yeah, I think...
You're part of a universe that can't even fucking keep it on track.
I don't know why even though they're so late in the game, I guarantee if they just still took their time and not take it as like... Because to me, I feel like DC's just kind of trying to compete with Marvel. And there's just no competition. You just got to go at your own rate at this point.
Well, it's like, I think they could if they fucking started off
If they took their time.
everything. If they started connecting everything. But they're just all over the place, man. And they're going to just continue being all over the place. That's Warner Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking shit.
So to kind of hurry and feed off you guys before we get into the Snoke review about DC. Yeah, to feed off of what Austin was saying, there is no competition. You want to know why? Because you can't even compete with Marvel because you don't even have a universe that's established.
Mm-hmm.
You did. To do fucking shit all over it. You had something. It just makes me frustrated because they really did have something. They really did. The Snyderverse was your guys' way to compete with Marvel, and guess what? You threw everyone the fuck out. And
I know,
you know
they came out and said that Snyderverse is like not even a thing, right?
Yeah, no, it's dead. And I just don't understand it because guess what? Snyder Cut is fucking amazing.
And they said that the Snyder Cut isn't canon, but
all the fans are saying
Weldon's Justice League is canon, which is dog shit. They're not gonna go on a tangent, but the Snyder Cut does do a lot of big improvements on Justice League, but Justice League, the original Justice League, is just a shit movie at this point.
Agreed. They didn't take their
Fucking
time like
DC's
Marvel did.
DC's over there seeing fucking Marvel announce all this shit with their thumbs up their ass. They're like, what are we doing?
We're gonna give everyone this kick-ass Shazam trailer, though. Hey!
Black Adam.
I got you guys, even though you just announced your next, 4 years of your guys' fucking shit.
I don't know. Fuck it.
Marvel's so fucking confident. For Phase 6, they were like, here, we're gonna give you the beginning and the end, but nothing in the middle. That's how confident we are. So fuck y'all.
I know. I wonder what we'll get in that middle, though. Like, it's all speculation, but
I'm saying that the mutants are gonna take over in Phase 6.
do you think we'll get
X-Men,
fucking
Deadpool
Punisher?
3? Crossing my fucking fingers. I feel like we're really starting to dive into the darker heroes. Give us a fucking Midnight Suns, bro.
Not the game.
Don't get me fucking started about that fucking abomination.
But we'll have to see. Marvel is great. DC is okay.
They're great when they want to be.
What about us moving on to Nope?
I couldn't agree more. Marvel, we love you. Let's get
Big
into
ol'
this fucking trash ass. Let's get into Nope.
So, Nope, directed, written, and produced by Jordan Peele. And if you haven't seen any other of Jordan Peele's work, like his first movie, Get Out, or Us, I highly recommend. Brandon, you okay?
Brandon's over here fucking acting up.
I highly recommend seeing Get Out and Us. Both really good movies. So this film is, like I said, directed by Jordan Peele. It stars Daniel Kaluuya, Kiki Palmer, Stephen Yeun, Brandon Pereira, Michael Winscott, and and then Keith Davis, which we all know who Keith Davis is. Iconic Hollywood actor.
Old silver throat.
Mm-hmm. So just to get, and I want to just say, this movie had a budget of $68 million to make. It grossed $19.5 million on its opening day, including a $6.4 million from Thursday's night preview. So it's currently at $44 million, topping the box office. Hey,
damn,
good.
That's good.
I also saw a post today that this makes Jordan Peele's 3 for 3 for getting number 1 at the domestic box office.
I'll just say real quick, well deserved.
Agreed.
All right, now the review time. I'm just gonna give my initial review. We'll all do that, and then because I don't want to spoil the film for anybody, but we will dive into some spoilers, just not at the beginning. And we'll go into some underlying themes that we could talk about. So, with that, let me tell you guys how I felt about Nope. I fucking love this movie, man. Jordan Peele's 3 for 3 for me now. It's not as good, and I don't know if he'll ever be able to top his first with Get Out. Okay, but it is definitely, I do like Nope more than I do with Us. Not saying Us is a bad film. So if I had to rank them, Get Out would be 1, Nope would be 2, then 3 would be Us. I do think Jordan Peele is one of the best working directors that are working today. He's one of the best directors that we have working today. He puts a lot of care into his films, and I have to say that Nope is his most ambitious film to date. The performances are great. Kiki Palmer is infectious with her energy, and the brother-sister bond between her and Daniel's character. They are the heart and soul of this film. Now, the cinematography in this film is fucking beautiful. I don't know how they did it, but the night sequences in this film are stunning. You can see the clouds. This brought a new fear of mine too.
And terrifying.
I'm like, honestly, after I saw this, I'm like looking outside and I'm like, why is that cloud not moving? Hey, what's up there? You know what I mean? So like I said, the night sequences are beautiful, and the sound design is chill-inducing.
Fucking terrifying.
This is a classic sci-fi, and I'm all for it. I also love the fact that the title of this film is how we would all feel being in this type of situation. And I love there's some scenes in it where they actively just go, nope, not doing that. Staying right here. Not going. But honestly, this is definitely on my top 10 of the year. And I already have my top 4. I always do this. But I'm going to name off my top 4 movies for you guys. You guys already know what number 1 is, so I don't got to mention it. It's still Everything Everywhere All at Once. Come on.
No,
Let's get
you're a fucking liar, bro. We all know that it's fucking Morbius.
God.
It's Morbin time.
So this podcast has been fun. I'm signing out. I'm going to walk out. I'm going to go scream. No. So number 1 is
time.
Number 1 is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Number 2 is Nope. Nope is
Really?
made my number 2 of this year. Number 3 is now The Batman. Still really enjoyed The Batman. And then number 4 is Top Gun. So hey, not a bad top 4 so far. Still waiting for that 5th. Still waiting. But this is a 10 out of 10 for me, and that's all I gotta say. Go see this film. Go support Jordan Peele. Fuck, I've been supporting Jordan Peele ever since Key and Peele.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
So fucking funny.
I just think Jordan Peele puts a lot of care and love in his films. They are funny. He knows how to balance horror, tension, and comedy. So, he's a 3 for now, and next film, I'll be on board. So go see this film. I recommend it. Whoever wants to take over now.
Well, I'll do it. So, I will admit, going into this, I was kind of nervous. Probably because of the second trailer that we got. I was really worried that they had given too much away and that it was going to take away from the suspense and the thinking and, you know what I mean, the speculation of what the fuck is going on. And I'll just say, me and my wife were on the edge of our seats like the whole time. From beginning to end, just thinking like, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Oh, what the fuck is happening? Oh, did you see that? You know, like pointing stuff out that we noticed, little things. And yes, I will say that Daniel Kaluuya, who was the main character in Get Out,
Yes.
I love him. I think
He's
he
a
is
phenomenal actor.
I think he's great. There's something about his facial expressions that are really like, I'm trying to think of the word, like really grabbing. He's really good at what he does. You know, showing emotion, but also having like no emotion in his face. And it's just like, I really like watching him do what he does.
Brandon, if you do really like his work, watch Judas and the Black Messiah.
I will.
That's the film he won an Oscar for, and he is so good in that film,
dude.
That's all I gotta say.
And then his sister, Keke Palmer.
She's infectious, bro.
She is really infectious. Like, just her personality. Like, she's almost like, I'm just going to say, she's like polar opposites of her brother.
Yeah.
And I love it because you've got, OJ, who is the main character, that's his name. And then you've got Emerald, which that's the sister's name. OJ is obviously like very serious, doesn't show much facial expressions, talks in a very calming sense. And then you got M, who is just fucking over the top, making jokes and saying all types of crazy shit. So I really, really loved those two. I think they were fantastic casting choices. And then Steven Yeun, which I will admit I only have ever seen him in The Walking Dead. And I loved him as Glenn in The Walking Dead, so I was really excited when he was in this. Moving on to just the suspense and stuff, I'll agree with Austin. Like, it's amazing the way they shoot some things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I won't really get into specific scenes, but there was one scene, and it was at night, that I really thought that the movie was starting to, like, that's where it was going to pop off. And they bring you in, and they're, like, grabbing you, and then they basically just kick you in the balls and said, just kidding. That's not what we're here for. Like, we're still left guessing.
Was it at the beginning?
It was
sort of.
I don't know if it was kind of at the beginning. It was during the night in the whole horse stable scene.
Okay, I see what you mean.
When the lights turned on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hell no. That part got me fucked up.
But I was like, oh shit, this is our confirmation that this is what it is. And it really kind of keeps you like, holy shit, like this is a fucking alien UFO movie. Which, for people who haven't seen the trailers, that's really what they like push it to be, is aliens and everything. And it was just awesome. The music was great. I enjoyed it a lot. From beginning to end, I was on the edge of my seat. And this is hands down, like, honestly, like, definitely one of my top fucking movies of this year. For sure. And I love Jordan Peele. I love Get Out. I loved Us. I'll put them in the same order as Austin did. Get Out is amazing, which I just found out my wife hasn't seen it. So I said, we got to watch this, because this is like, I was telling Austin, this Get Out is one of like the first movies, or is the first movie that Jordan Peele produced, written, and directed. And it's just all sorts of fucking insane. So, go fucking see this movie. You will not be disappointed. I would go see it in IMAX. That's the only way to experience it, I believe. And it's just so fucking good. So, Braxton.
I don't have any fuel for you, buddy. I'm sorry.
It's alright. I picked some up on the way home from this movie.
Why?
Braxton's just trying to find the words, guys. It's okay.
Start with the positive first, at least.
Of course, yeah.
If you have any.
No, I have no. There are things I did like about this movie. What you guys all said about the brother-sister chemistry, I loved it. I love Daniel. How do you say his last name again? I'm sorry. Lua.
I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Kaluuya.
I love him as an actor. I loved him in Get Out. I love Get Out. I haven't seen Us, so I need to watch that. Even though he's not in, I'm just saying for Jordan Peele, Peele's credits. But I loved him in Black Panther. I still need to see Black Messiah. He definitely, he's a leading man, and that's why. And Jordan Peele said that he is his number one, his leading man, and I can definitely see why. In this movie, he played the cowboy. You know what I mean? And it was really cool to see that, and he's the number one for me for this movie. Excuse me. Keke Palmer's character I fucking despised in the beginning, and then she finally grew on me.
Okay.
And finally got to see that brotherly sister love that finally comes out. Those night shots. Wow.
Right?
I couldn't wrap my head around it. Like, I honestly thought they were out in the middle of the fucking desert and they just had a fucking UFO flying around for all the fuck we knew. Like, it was a real thing.
Yeah.
what other positives? Even though we didn't see him on screen as much as I would like to have. Keith Davis.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one way to really describe him, and that is just demanding. He demands that screen when he's on it.
His voice.
His
is just
voice.
iconic, dude.
Well, he did the voice of Spawn in the old 90s cartoon. I mean, come on, like. But he just demands respect when he's on screen, and I love it. I like the character of Angel, which was the tech support guy in it.
Yeah, he was funny.
He was funny. Also, I like the cameraman. I forget his name. Who was in it?
Oh.
What is his fucking name?
Again,
I know who you're
that-
talking about.
Again, that guy's voice. He's
So
very
deep.
Michael
He's
Wincott.
Michael Wincott. There we go. He's very man of not too many words. He was just fucking that cloud ain't moved in an hour. Blah, blah. And I thought that was just funny. I'm trying to.
Hey, if that's all you got, you can.
No, I had other things. I really liked the plot in the beginning. I liked, again, what's the guy who plays Glenn in Walking Dead? Steven Yeun. I love him. His character was to me. Even though it was a good performance, but I didn't see why we needed his character. If that makes sense.
It does, and I can. I will explain it here soon.
Does that make sense? Like, I loved his character, but I was like, why the fuck are you on screen? Why do we need this character in this movie?
We'll break it down for you. It's all good.
Yeah,
I see what you mean, though.
Austin was like, "Oh, it's too complex." I knew that's why he wouldn't like it.
It's not okay. After reading it, it's not too complex, and I apologize for what I said.
I will agree,
I'm giving
Braxton.
you shit.
I will agree, Braxton. Like he's on it. Sorry, when he's in it, he's phenomenal. And at first, you're obviously like,
"Oh, this guy's just the dude."
Why are you here? You know. As the movie
thought
went
he
on,
was-
I was kind of like, okay, I see why he was there. And then, I don't know, I always do this. After I go see a movie, I always fucking look up what this meant, what that meant. Why was this person there? What is the significance of all this? Because people have already fucking broken it down. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, what I got out of him in the first little bit of that movie was, oh, this is just the fucking guy trying to buy up their land. This is good. This is the real bad guy in the movie.
Okay.
He's just trying to buy up the whole valley to extend his fucking little bullshit fucking theme park.
Yeah.
Which, that's what he was trying to do. To the negatives.
Just if you have any, don't.
I
Keep the-
I know.
Okay.
We love you.
I love you guys.
What's the negatives?
This movie was not what I fucking expected it to be. Like, it was at first, and then, like, there was just so many scenes, in my opinion, that I was like, what are the significance? What is... I mean, there was a couple scenes that had to do with a chimp in it, and I was just like, a chimpanzee. I was like, why am I watching this? This has nothing to do with the fucking story. And it just frustrated me. Again, why was Stephen Chen here? What's the significance of this stupid fucking theme park? I could give a fuck less about. Why does he want all these fucking horses? Why is he buying up all the land? This, that, and the other. I just want to see the fucking UFO. I just want to see these guys fight this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, go back to the positives. Every time when they're like, nope,
All right.
that was funny.
Huh?
I was just like, finally, a fucking horror film that we get some people with some common sense. They're like, nope,
Yeah, that's what I like
Nope.
about Jordan Peele. I think all his movies are kind of like that.
It's nope. Mm-mm. But I'll save the rest for the spoiler talk. How
Okay.
about that? But no, like, I mean, it's a good. Yes, it's a good film. Yes, it's a good film. Like, I don't want to I'm having trouble putting this into words because I don't want to absolutely shit on this movie because, again, like I just said, there are things that I really like and I like the film, but at the same time, it's not what I wanted it to be.
Okay.
I really wanted to absolutely fall in love with this movie like I did with Get Out. But it just wasn't the whole... I don't know, man. I'm going to give it... I'm gonna say go see it because Jordan Peele is a genius. Just the videography in this film is wow. The sound of the spaceship is fucking horrifying. Mm-hmm. Again, like Austin said, I have a new fear as well. I'm like, nope. It was a perfect title, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm gonna save everything else for spoiler talk. I'm gonna give it a middle. I'm gonna give it a middle thumb. I'm gonna give it a middle thumb. At least go see it once, just for the sake of being on the edge of your seat. There were scenes where I was clenched up and I was like, "Oh my god, what's gonna happen?" This, that, and the other.
Braxton's gonna give it a stamp, but he forgot to put the stamp in the inkwell. So
faded stamp of approval. I'm gonna give this movie a solid.
In case the listeners couldn't tell by me and Austin's reviews, like that, I'm fucking stamping that bitch 100,000 times.
Yeah, I get it. You're a fuck.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this movie a solid 7.1.
You know what? I'll take a 7.1. I'll take it.
Just for the sake that is Jordan Peele and the actors that I like. The story though, it just we'll get into it with spoilers.
Yeah.
With spoiler talk.
So, you've been warned. This is a spoiler discussion. If you don't want to be spoiled, this is your time to stop listening. You just heard our initial thoughts of the film. See it for yourself. See if you have the same opinion as us or not. But if we're going right into spoilers now, so please.
I will give you 5 seconds to fuck off if you haven't seen this movie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're not out of here, you've seen it, cool. Stick around, let's talk about this. And if not, your own goddamn fault. Free game. Let's hear it, boys.
Okay, so before I try and explain the significance of Steven Yeun's character and the Gordy...
Time out. Pause it and then come back and listen to this after you've seen it. Sorry.
Yes. So after we get to that, I want to say...
Explain
how did you guys feel about the alien UFO being the alien itself, actually?
I will start us off and just say, seeing it and seeing the way it like moved and the way it was like fluttering and stuff, I was like, the whole time I was like, there's no fucking way that's a UFO. Like it looks too thin and it moves like it has those flutters and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it was flying. I was like, there's no fucking way that's a UFO. And if it is, they fucking got shitty construction as aliens because holy fuck, that thing's about to fall apart. But all jokes aside, I was actually happy because, like I said, for the first, the second trailer, I was like, damn, they gave a lot away. And then going into the movie, I was like, nah, they gave a lot away. And then they fucking throw that at you, and it's like, oh shit, that's not what we all thought at all.
Yeah. I honestly, I liked it. It was something different. I'm glad we all seen aliens, right? We all seen different concept of aliens and different takes on them. But I generally don't think I've seen a take like this one, where it's just an entity, UFO, but in its full form, it's not an actual UFO.
It's the actual alien itself.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool. Also, Braxton, what did you think of it? Did you like that aspect of how the alien looked, and it wasn't just aliens inside a UFO?
I thought it was cool. I could have used a little bit more of a when they find okay, stick with me here. At the moment they kind of cracked that and they said, okay, so this is just the actual alien itself. It didn't have no life to it. Besides the noises. The noises were terrifying. Mm-hmm. Like when it finally, at the end of the movie, when it finally like butterflies out, I was expecting to see like a face or something.
Yeah.
And I really wish it would have, but I mean, it just didn't have no life to it. And that's what I kind of have a hard time with. So what is this? Is it a half machine? So it's like a cyborg, whatever.
It doesn't fully explain it. I think it's just really up to your own interpretation.
Yeah. Which, because you can definitely tell there's metal to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you this. When you see that crowd being digested, fucking terrifying.
Dude.
I'm like, I was like, nope.
That scene alone. But what I
as it's flying around, you can still hear the people screaming.
I know.
Fuck that.
That's what I love about the sound design for it. That's what makes it terrifying. Because even the horses, because this thing does eat up horses, you hear the horses squeal, but the people and the scene, it's in the trailer, but you don't know what's happening in the trailer. But the scene, I fucking hate when you're hearing the screaming and it just suddenly stops.
Oh.
That's when you know it fucking grinded them up or ate them or whatever and just started... When it starts dumping out the blood out from the bottom...
It was taking the shit.
Yeah. On top of the houses, but...
So...
Oh, sorry.
One thing. So that means the way that Keith David died is he got shit on.
Yeah, basically.
That's fucked up.
But I really like what they did because in the beginning, they obviously like look up in the sky and they're like, "What the fuck is that noise?"
Mm-hmm.
You know. And then, Keith David's character dies, and you've got I think it was like what, a nickel or a quarter or something.
Yeah, it was a quarter.
And the whole time you're like, what? Like, what did he die from, And then you see the key in the horse and shit, and it's like, what did he die from? Because they don't explain it at all. Like,
they did say in the film that it was a prop plane that some shit fell out of it, and that's how it killed him.
Then I must have missed that. But either way, like, they kind of just leave you like, I don't know. Like, he just dies. And then later in the movie, it explains it, obviously, when all that shit starts falling. It's like, oh, and then you piece it together and you're like, damn, that's fucked up.
It is fucked up. Hey, you got a wheelchair on your roof.
I loved M so much. I just want to start off with the two scenes that I fucking loved so much. And that was when she's trying to get the freaking praying mantis off the camera. She runs up to him. She's like, "You like Sour Patch Kids?" She starts fucking throwing Sour Patch Kids at it. And then when they're back in that office with the cameras and stuff, and they're like, "That praying mantis better pray that I don't ever find it, or otherwise I'm gonna eat it." But
I wonder if that was making a reference to the fucking ship.
Oh, dude, and then that whole movie, there were little things that they would do that I would pick out that would really, it gives you hints and shit. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like them saying nope and stuff, I really liked all that. Steven Yeun's character when they're doing the audience bit in his jacket.
Back of his jacket, yep.
Was the UFO and shit. I'll let Austin kind of dive deep into the whole significance of Steven Yeun's character and the whole chimpanzee.
Please, because that's my number one thing where I fucking hated this film.
I don't know if
hated that part.
Yeah. So I don't know if this will change your mind, Braxton, but I'm hoping it's going to give you just, make it more clear for you. So, as we see Steven Yeun's character, I don't know his full name, so I'll just call him Jupiter, because that's his middle name is Jupe, right? Mm-hmm. And he's open up the theme park next to the main character's home, the
ranch. Yeah.
So, there's a part in the movie that I caught on where he's trying to buy the ranch for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's trying to buy it because the main characters at this point doesn't know that what Jupiter's been doing with his horses. Because in the film, he's selling the horses, right? And then he's like, I want to talk about buying those horses back. Obviously, those horses are gone because he's been feeding them to the alien. Mm-hmm. So in my head, I'm thinking he's just trying to buy the ranch for them so that he doesn't have to explain why he doesn't have the horses anymore. I don't think it's just him trying to buy the land. He wants to buy more horses to feed to the aliens as a peace offering.
Yes.
So
I picked up on that.
Okay.
I was like, okay, no, you don't want the land just to have the land. You just don't have to want to explain. Oh yeah, hey, I've been feeding your horses to this giant UFO alien fucker.
Yes. So now the justification of those flashbacks, Braxton. So as we know, Jupiter basically hid under a table when the Gordy the chimp was going on a rampage, right? Mm-hmm. And then Gordy trusted him and tried to give him a fist bump. He didn't try to attack, and obviously the chimp gets shot. Right? So put yourself in Jupiter's shoes. When you were young, you watched an animal go wild and commit violent acts. Yet, when it turned to you, it viewed you as a friend, even offering its hand for an explosive fist bump in an apparent display of trust. Now, years later, another creature or a group of creatures, as Jupiter believes is a ship carrying aliens, comes into your life. While it is dangerous, it also appears to trust you. It's a strange case of history repeating, only this time you have a chance to actually tame and control the predator instead of watching it get shot before your eyes. And that's the chance that Jupiter takes. So without those flashbacks, of his relationship to Gordy, the Star Lasso experience comes as a prideful act of folly, which folly means a lack of good sense and foolishness. I mean, it's still prideful. It's still a prideful act of folly, even with the flashbacks, but it's a folly within character-driven instinct. He's just trying. So basically, it's what kills him at the end, is him trying to tame what he couldn't tame as a kid. So I think that's why his importance is there. I don't think it changes your view on anything, but I do think it works very well with the film.
It makes more sense, but it was still dumb. I'm sorry.
So, throughout the movie, Jupe still struggles with what happened with Gordy. You see that throughout the movie with his weird shrine and stuff that he has, basically glorifying what happened. But he obviously still is traumatized from all that. He grew up essentially with Gordy and stuff, and they were really close per everything that he was saying. And then the next thing you know, during that whole party scene, the freaking balloons pop, and Gordy pretty much goes on a fucking rampage and kills everybody except Jupe. Which shows that, like, loud sounds, which is another big significance in the movie, is that loud sounds and sudden movements and stuff can drive animals to basically snap, you know? And then, Jupe sees Gordy get fucking, basically his brains blown out. And now he has this park, and he sees this, like, alien, which he obviously doesn't know that it's, like, a creature. He just knows that it eats horses. So he's trying to basically tame it, And they reference it throughout the movie. I'm trying to remember what scene. I'm pretty sure it was Keith David character that says, like, some animals just aren't meant to be tamed and stuff. And so with him feeding the horses and stuff, he believes that he's gaining that trust and basically redeeming himself for not being able to keep Gordy from losing his shit and from saving him. And then it basically ends up being his untimely demise along with his fucking wife and the audience, because you can't always tame certain animals. And same thing with, like, chimpanzees. They're really dangerous. Come full circle. And I do see the big significance, because you've got Jupe, who's trying to tame this fucking alien thing. But then you've got OJ, who understands animals and stuff with horses and everything. And he knows, like, you can't look this fucking thing in the eye. Otherwise, it's going to eat you because it's going to feel threatened. It's like when you stare at an animal too long. Staring at animals in the eyes like that is actually dangerous, because we see it as, like, connecting. Some animals see it as, like, standoffish.
Last thing I want to touch on this. I'm really trying to convince you here, okay? So, I have this whole thing I found. This is the part I wanted to read off to you. Makes the alien's presence as a chance for spectacle, right? This whole movie is about a spectacle. Remember, he's memorialized his trauma with his secret Gordy room. He even charges a fee for people to see it. Jordan Peele makes sure that the act of memorizing extends to the star lasso experience in small ways. There's Jupiter's instincts that the aliens trust him, especially just as Gordy seemed to trust him. There's the fact that he's invited one of Gordy's victims to his old co-star to watch the show. There are his kids' aliens costumes, which bear a strong resemblance to chimps. Even the small alien dolls with their large white heads and small black eyes are reminiscent of the Panavision cameras we see filming Gordy's home. All these choices further the link to Gordy's home incident to the star lasso experience. For Jupiter, it's clear that this is an opportunity for him to wrangle the impossible, to undo the damage of seeing Gordy die in front of him. This is his last chance to complete the exploding fist bump that never happened.
With all that being said, do you kind of see where we're coming from, though? Like, does it explain it a little bit more? Because I know it can kind of be, like, confusing. It's not saying that anything about you.
I knew watching it, all this was going to have a deeper meaning and everything. I just find it dumb. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't be sorry. It's your opinion.
No. Yeah. And we also know that.
I just wanted it to focus just on the UFO and those characters on the ranch.
I get that.
I could really care less if you're trying to tame a fucking alien because a chimp went ape shit on a TV show that you're trying to get an exploding fist bump out of some aliens. I just find that fucking silly.
I think it's funny to see the way all of us like view movies and stuff, and that's why I enjoy like bouncing off of each other, because we obviously know Braxton likes things to just be fucking right in your face, straightforward. Saying anything bad about what Braxton likes and stuff. And then, you know, I don't know about Austin, but do you like the deeper meanings and like hidden type of like let's take Midsummer for example real quick. That movie has so many like subliminal messages throughout the movie about what is actually going to happen, what's happening, and basically the whole goal of everything. And I love that type of shit. I really love super deep fucking crazy meanings where when you look it up you're like, damn, I pieced that together. Or take what's that Jake Gyllenhaal movie?
Several.
Enemy. That's another perfect example of a movie that is just straight fucking like mind fuck. Like you have to read about that movie to understand fully what's happening.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong. I love surprises in movies. I love subliminal messages. I just felt like this subliminal message just didn't fucking hit for me.
Yeah.
I just felt like this isn't the kind of movie you do those with. In my opinion, like having it explained to me more, that might, you know what, that might bump that up to a hold on. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Bless me. That might bump this up to, I'd say maybe a 7.7.
A whole 0.7.
Well, I gave it a 7.1.
Oh, okay. A whole 0.6. A whole 0.6.
Yeah.
I like that.
But it was just, I don't know. I'm gonna go back to the Northman for a sec.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The trailers made it out to be something else than it really was.
And like I get that. That's what you wanted Vikings to just be slaughtering each other. Like that's
yes.
And that's
so
fine.
maybe it's because I feel like I was misleaded. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I wasn't I was just expecting this to be a straight up horror. Okay, get the picture of the UFO, kill it, get rich and famous. Cool.
And I see that. And I don't know. I didn't expect that with this movie because, you know, we've all seen Get Out. Austin and I have seen Us. I always know with those two movies, obviously in Jordan Peele's third movie, he's not going to stray away from the deeper meaning bullshit. I'm not saying it's bullshit, but stuff that he does. But moving on from the whole like Gordy and Jupe significance and stuff, Austin's not here right now, but dude, the fucking scene when the lights in the horse stables go out and he's walking in there and shit, and then they turn back on as he's walking out, and then he comes back and he sees the fucking the fucking alien, dude. I was like, what in the fuck? Like, I seriously thought that that's when the movie was gonna get super, super fucking, like, serious. Like, and I was like, damn, that's quick. And then, I think you guys already talked about it, but the whole night scene when it was raining.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys already talked about that. I was away from, but, dude, that fucking whole shit, the raining blood.
Ugh.
Fuck, dude. That's fucking Slayer song right there. Raining blood.
Well, honestly, one last thing to touch on the whole Gordy subject. In my opinion, if you were to take that out and take out that subliminal message, this movie would have definitely scored higher with me. I just felt like that, like this wasn't the movie to be telling that sort of story in. The movie he wanted to make, so I respect the fuck out of that.
Yeah, and
again,
back,
I just rescored this to a, what I do 7.7.
Yeah.
I couldn't even remember. I'm sorry. I'm out of it right now. I don't know. I love the rest of the film. The rest of the film's great.
And then the TMZ guy got fucked up.
Oh, I was like, fuck that guy. I was like, use him as bait. Fuck that guy.
And then the last two scenes that I really want to talk about is when they finally, like, well, first I'll say that whole IMAX bit. Damn, what a fucking waste of time. They were trying to get it on film, and they did. And then what's his fucking name? Holst was like, fuck this, I'm going out with a bang, you know?
he wanted the impossible shot.
And he fucking paid his life.
It.
And then when they finally get it on fucking camera, sorry, with a picture.
Polaroid, yeah.
The same fucking thing that M looked into when they went to Jupe's farm.
See, I knew that was going to be a bigger... I was watching that scene and I was like, this is going to play a bigger part later on in the film, and it fucking did.
And I really liked the design of the creature. It really reminded me of, like, the Maker in Doom.
It reminded me of, like, Mothra.
Mothra. I don't think I've seen Mothra before. I'll have to look that up.
Mothra in King of the Monsters. Godzilla.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
When she finally, like, puts her wings out, that's what it kind of reminded me of.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, dude. And then the last scene was when the dust is clearing and you just fucking see OJ sitting on the horse.
Oh, so bad. With the music?
Yeah, dude.
Awesome.
It's fucking great.
I knew they didn't kill him. I was like...
Go back to your question real quick, Brandon. Yes, I do like movies like that. To a certain extent, though. Because, like, Men, when I saw Men, it was kind of like that. But if it has a deeper meaning to overall themes, and I can understand it. I even like movies I don't fully understand and I have to look it up later to get a better understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I do like those type of movies. But I don't know if I have anything else to add about Nope.
Great fucking film. If you're still listening, you've already seen it. Fucking, Jordan Peele's a freaking genius.
Can't wait for the next Jordan Peele film, I'll tell you that. Like,
Me fucking too.
Dude,
for 3.
Fucking blew me away. Again. So I'm excited to see what else he fucking decides to create.
I want to apologize to the listeners real quick. I know I said that this will be our first Junkie Double feature. We will not get to Stranger Things today. Sorry, life. That's all I'm going to say. But we will get to Stranger Things eventually. It's not like we don't have 2 years to kill.
That's true.
That.
And then
But
also,
hey, we're gonna wrap this up. Sorry, Austin.
So before we wrap up, I do want to say, once we get into, I'm taking a little break, just probably a month break from the podcast, like Video Game Fridays, and Movie Mondays. But I will be back.
He will be back, ladies and gentlemen. Hey,
I'll be
little
back.
mental health.
Little
Nothing
mental
wrong
health.
with that.
Nothing wrong. I just
Nothing
need
wrong with that at all.
But I'll tell you right now, when I come back, We're gonna have some good. We already have some good ideas in the work that we're gonna start doing, and I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. But yeah, just gonna take a little break, and that's all it is.
So you're stuck with me and Brandon for a month. I'm sorry. I know. Sounds shitty, right?
Not
But
at
hey,
all.
so I want to give a shout out real quick. So I went to Fuel Fest over the weekend. Big
Okay.
car show put on by Cody Walker, Paul Walker's little brother. But there's a vendor there, and I bought some collectibles off of him, and we got chit chatting. I told him about the podcast, and he gave me his business card, so I told him I'd give him a shout out. But this is his company, Gumby's Hobbies. Give him a follow on Instagram. Cool dude. I mean, pops, action figures, you name it, he has it. Go give him a check. Check him out. And yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So, Video Game Friday. It's another light news week probably. Next Movie Monday, I'm not really sure. We've bounced some ideas around, so we'll fucking figure it out. But yeah, Austin, we'll fucking miss you for the month of August, but obviously he'll be back. Fucking love you guys.
Love you too.
How
But yeah,
are you boys?
so you know what?
I hope everyone has a fucking great week.
Me too. Me too.
And socials, they're all in the description. And yeah, fuck yeah.
Thanks for listening, and I'll see
Thank
you
you for
guys
this.
next month.
I'll see you in September, you sexy bitch.
Yep, I'll see you guys in September for more movies and games.
Fucking right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is the Entertainment Junkies signing off. I'm Braxton,
I'm Brandon.
I'm Austin.
and we are
The
Entertainment
Junkies.
fucks. Damn it. You know what? This is what I want. We're gonna practice while Austin is gone off camera, and we're gonna get it by the time he gets back.
Sounds like a plan.
So hey, have a good week. We'll see you Video Game Friday, and remember, don't drink and drive. Don't do drugs. And communism doesn't work. Have a good Monday, everyone. Have a good week.
Goodbye.
Peace out, moviegoers.
Be safe. Love you. Bye.
The audience was baffled by this